Good morning all. It's Wednesday morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday afternoon and evening. So at the moment, everything is still in the yard. You can see the JCBs behind me with the tanker on. Flyn's got the hedge trimmer back on. And just behind me, Josh is just washing off Andrew's tractor. Yeah, it kind of depends on what the weather's doing today as to how the rest of the day is going to turn out. Firstly, we've got to head down to the sale field with the telehandler just to help load some of the items that sold, move some things around, obviously bring certain things back to the yard if needs be. But yeah, once we make a start on that, I will get around and show you what everyone's up to. So we're just up in the sale field now, just having a look through what's gone. So the buck rake, these grabbed buckets, they've been sold. The plough has gone. That one's going up near Huddersfield. Grab was sold. Slide cultivator sold. The cultivator for the back of Jossikin tanker didn't sell. T2 harvester, Swede or potato harvester sold. The stoner sold. Our older Swede harvester was a touch shy of the reserve, so that one's still with us. The two trailers, one of them will also be going to Huddersfield or that area. The other one was, I think, a couple £100 short of the reserve we had on it, so for the time being still with us. Swede drill in its purpose-built trailer is at the moment still unsold. Then the tanker was unsold, but the rake is gone. Power harrow drill combination was just shy of the reserve we had on it. The ridger or bed former sold, but the bed tiller, sorry, the bed former, Jones bed former, did not sell. This left-hand side front tank sold. Power harrow, 3 meter power harrow combination drill is gone, along with this one. The maize drills are all staying for the time being, and then a lot of the spares and the smaller bits all sold. See, a lot of them didn't have a reserve on them. It's from times past of things that we didn't actually have any use for anyway. So this topper, bonnet, some of the webs, some of the guards and slug pelleters, etc., have all gone. But we'll pick up what's going to stay and find space for it back at the yard.
To the blue line there.
Jordan will tell us what he's up to, I expect.
So we're just installing the retractor pins for the brake pistons. These are, you've got to get these right, else you'll wear out your brakes quicker than you need to. So we're going to install 3 retractor pins in each piston.
You can see from the floor, it's like Christmas in here, because the parts have arrived now for Dad's 410. So hopefully by the end of today, back up and running and flying again. So we'll catch up with what's going on in the workshop a bit later on. Obviously, we've got a couple of mechanics from Smorages that are working on that. I can't remember the second mechanic's name, to be honest, but Jordan's obviously there, and Dad and Harry are lending a hand just to get things moving as quick as possible so that the brakes are back running on the 410. I've just realised I look like an idiot with a pen behind my ear. And then once the 410's back up and going, just gives us a bit of flexibility during harvest. We've got that extra tractor again, and obviously potentially Dad'll be buck raking for at least the early part of harvest, before sticking the drill on the back and getting that wheat in the ground once the maize has come off. If we're saying we're in the middle of September now, I think give it a week maybe, and Dad'll be wanting to get some wheat in the ground in certain places at least. So that's all to come. A little update on what everyone else is up to. They've all left the yard in tractors and trailers, just moving some digestate fibre to some blocks before spreading for storage. So they're off doing that because, as you can potentially see, it's still raining, and the rain's going to be on and off all day, so there's not going to be any harvest going on today. So we'll head out there and catch up with what they're up to, and I'll obviously be around if anything interesting happens or anything goes wrong. I'll let you know. Got a Harry size handler here. We just borrowed this one from Steve Bradford just to help us lifting these weights, getting these wheel weights off. Handy when they're working at the top of the village. So just something that Dad's doing here, a little project. He's got some mud flaps here, they're lorry mud flaps, and he's fitting them to the inside of his wheel arch just to keep the mud from getting in behind and clogging all this stuff up. While the wheels were off and the brakes are being done, it seemed like the perfect time. So obviously it's a bit of a hassle doing that, getting the wheels off just for this job, but while we're here, it was something he wanted to do. So a little update on Flyn. As you can see, he's here tidying up these hedges. He's been here for most of the day. Further up the road as well, you can see he's done the higher sections of the hedge, the top, and then that first sweep along the top of the hedge. He's got a lower one to do. We'll get a little bit closer. It's just got to be a bit delicate around underneath some of those trees. So as soon as he got back from maize yesterday, he got his hedge trimmer back on, ready to go. He's got quite a bit down around these roads to do, either side of the road. Dad brought him down earlier, and he just showed him whereabouts he needed to be trimming, because obviously, for those of you that have watched for a while, Flyn joined us around April time, so this is his first season hedge trimming for us. So yeah, Dad just made sure he knew exactly where he was going and which hedges to cut and which ones to leave, just so that we don't end up cutting someone else's hedge or someone's hedge that didn't want it cut. So yeah, Flyn's been doing that today. As always, you can see, if I just pan the camera around behind me, doing a very good job. So yeah, that's what Flyn's been up to while it's been a bit of a washout elsewhere, and the rest of the guys have been out hauling fibre, or in the workshop helping out with the 410. Flyn's been attacking these hedges and making your countryside look neat and tidy again. So Flyn has just quickly turned around. He's working back along the inside now of this road hedge. You can see why we've got the bonnet cover on, with the debris flying around. The cover we've got on there is a Cunningham cover. This is obviously why you can customise that to whatever tractor you've got your trimmer on. So we've got the John Deere colours and the model number. So when we got back last night from doing maize, or yesterday afternoon, Harry's fashioned himself this little maize guard, just so that obviously back end of his tractor's protected from falling maize, keeps the crop away from everything. She's made that, put a bit of mesh over it. He's very happy with that. Looks pretty smart, should keep things a bit tidier. I thought I'd let YouTube see his wonderful invention. And I think we will call it a day there. Not much else going on or likely to go on. So I'll call it early. And if anything outrageous does happen to happen, I'll be sure to show you in tomorrow's video. So yeah, thanks for watching today. Obviously a quieter one with the weather, but looking around now, blue skies are out and the sun is shining, so we can do a weather dance, and hopefully later this week we'll be back on maize, picking up where we left off. So yeah, thanks for bearing with us for today. Be back tomorrow, and as always, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll continue to try and bring you a daily update. Cheers.